What's up, people? I'm Chibuzo Wachuku. I would appreciate you liking this video and subscribing to my channel. You may share this video. President Joe Biden responded to the racially motivated fatal shooting that occurred at the Dollar General store in Jacksonville, Florida, which I talked about before. Before I continue, I rolled the clips of the Florida Governor Ron DeSantis booed during his response to the incident.
DeSantis, who is hoping to secure the Republican presidential nomination, has loosened gun laws in the state and has been widely criticized by civil rights groups for his attacks on woke ideology. After the booing quieted, he went on to offer his condolences and condemn the killings, which took place at a Dollar General store in a predominantly black neighborhood on Saturday.
The people were obviously mad at DeSantis. I remember him being all for that curriculum, the Black Studies curriculum, during which kids would be encouraged to do slavery jobs. I mean, black kids. I also remember him labeling Jordan Neely's killer, Daniel Penny, as a good Samaritan. Now, I'll roll the clips of Biden responding to the same incident.
Saturday morning, the nations observed the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington. By the evening, a white gunman in Jacksonville, Florida, reportedly driven by racial animus, went on a shooting rampage at a store near Edward Waters University, a historical black university. 3 black Americans were murdered in cold blood. But we know this, as I made clear in my inaugural address: white supremacy is a poison. It's a poison. It's been allowed to grow faster and fester in our communities, to the point where the intelligence community is determined, the U.S. intelligence community is determined that domestic terrorism rooted in white supremacy is the greatest terrorist threat we face in the homeland.
Biden was not booed. And also, he said that white supremacy is a poison. It is very obvious that he's not part of that poison. There are things I'm going to point out to you. Biden signed a bill to protect Asians. That was in the wake of the attack on Asian people. He also signed a bill to protect the so-called same-sex marriage, which he called a blow to hate. On his first day in office, he signed an executive order intended to combat discrimination against people on the so-called gender identity and whatever they like to do in the bedroom. His administration also devised a strategy to combat anti-Semitism for similar reasons. Blacks were instrumental to Biden in dethroning Donald Trump. What about the bill or executive order to protect black people? All he does is condemn the white supremacy.
White supremacy is a poison. It's a poison.
Words, unlike executive orders and bills, don't do anything. Because of that unfair treatment, people of other groups, including Asians, attack or insult blacks, and that is true. Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, Biden brought in like a 6-figure number of Ukrainians. Also, he loves to tear down the walls for people from Hispanic countries to get opportunities in the USA. People that come in illegally from such countries are given the chance to fill out paperwork in order to stay in this country. However, when Haitians came into this country illegally across the border following the assassination of their president, Biden had them flown back to their country. Upon returning to their country, the people were upset. They threw objects at the planes. I believe they were more upset about their deportation than they were scared about the political instability of the country. Biden is so into the LGBT thing that he threw a party at the White House in Pride Month. Now, Uganda signed into law a bill which includes death penalty for aggravated homosexuality, which has scared Ugandan LGBT people. However, Biden has never bothered to bring them over here. These things I've pointed out show that Biden is part of the poison. In June, the Biden administration dropped an investigation concerning the case of Louisiana officials putting Black residents in an environmentally unsafe part of the state, an industrial area, which has elevated cancer risk. Take a look at this article. That investigation was dropped despite the finding of sufficient evidence of racial discrimination. I've proved that Biden is negrophobic, like the other politicians of the Democrats Party, including his former boss, Barack Obama, who signed a bill to protect the police instead of signing a bill to protect Black people. The Democrats Party does nothing for the Black community and promotes the hatred of Blacks to other people. This is why I tell Black people, do not vote for Biden or any of the other Democrats. It looks like the Black community was safer under the Trump administration. I am not denying that Blacks were killed then, but it looks like he's better as a Republican than the Democrats are. The Democrat Party truly has messed up with Black people. My point is that I proved that just because someone labels white supremacy as a poison, a bad thing, a disease, or whatever, does not mean that the person is not a white supremacist. Biden and DeSantis are on the same page. Tell me what you think. Thanks for watching.